24 hours later. Beautiful. It's exactly what we were looking for. Howdy folks, and welcome to Hirschberger's Miracle Homestead. I am Martha. With summer around the corner, cookouts around the corner, one thing that is yummy with a lot of cookouts is macaroni salad. So that's what we're putting together today is macaroni salad. Of course, it is good any time of the year. But summer times especially, it seems like that's a wonderful addition to a cookout meal. We'll go across the ingredients that we'll need, and then we'll get started. For the dressing part of the macaroni salad, we'll need milk, mayonnaise, sugar, mustard, and vinegar. And then the other part, the bulk part of the macaroni salad, we'll need macaroni, hard-boiled eggs, carrots, celery, onions, and bacon. So, this box happens to be empty because I already cooked it. So we will go back, show you the cooking of it, and a tip on how to cook macaroni or a pasta without it boiling over. Too many times I get sidetracked and the next thing I look over there and it's nearly boiling over or it is boiling over. So we'll show the cooking of the macaroni. Our tip for cooking macaroni or pasta. We lay a wooden spoon across the kettle. I will stir the macaroni a few times. Now I pretend to forget about it, hoping it will rise to the top so you can see firsthand what happens. I was not disappointed. The wooden spoon is placed across the kettle to keep the macaroni from boiling over. As you can see, at first when it would come and hit the spoon, it would settle back down for just a little. And as you can see toward the end of cooking the macaroni, when it would boil up and hit the wooden spoon, it stayed up, but it did not boil over, which would have created a huge mess had it boiled over. Now that you see it did not boil over, I'm going to stir it. Make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom. And it's just about done, but I'll put my spoon back over it. Okay. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is get the dressing together. 2 reasons. It gets rid of the liquid that I'm always fearful I'm going to spill. Plus the sugar, it can help dissolve the sugar before it actually gets everything else added to it. So I'm just going to set that aside for the dressing. And I'm one that would love a mixing bowl much too big than one that when I put everything in, I can hardly stir it without things wanting to fall out. So I'm going to use this big bowl. Had been my grandma's. She's a grandma. We had one set of grandparents. Okay, this is a mayonnaise going in. One set of grandparents we called Grandma and Grandpa. And the other set we called Mommy and Dottie. Mommy and Dottie is what, even though both grandparents came from the Amish, the one set decided they're going to be called Grandma and Grandpa, and the other is Mommy and Dottie. Mommy and Dottie is one that the Amish often use. There's the vinegar, the sugar, mustard, and the milk. I just love this little picture. And we'll come in with a whisk and whisk it together. Okay, we are going to mix these all together. Then the sugar can start dissolving while we proceed with the rest of it. All right, we'll set this aside. For the bacon, we're going to do it two ways. The oven is hot to bake the barbecue beans that we did. And so I'm going to bake one package of bacon in the oven along with that. And the other one we're going to do on top of the stove in the kettle because everything gets chopped up. Only one package goes into the macaroni salad, but we like to have bacon on hand for other things then too. So we're doing a special treat for ourselves because we don't always have bacon on hand. All right, I'm going to get to chopping up the bacon and getting it going. Since we want the bacon chopped as the final product anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in pieces now. Then we can just get it out every once in a while and mix it up. I do have the oven preheated to 350. Here's the bacon ready for the oven. Here's the barbecue beans, and we can leave a link for putting this together, but we're going to bake them together. Now I'm going to start the kettle back here on the stove, get it heating up while I cut up the other package of bacon. Okay, I think that is hot enough. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in it to begin with, but it'll also create its own oil, so it won't take much. Just enough to get it on its way. And now the sizzle of bacon. And this is a chopper that we use for hamburger, and we'll simply use it for the bacon this time. That'll help to break it up as it's cooking down. Okay, while that continues cooking, we will go back over to the other side and proceed with getting the salad together. We are back with the dressing for the macaroni salad. And as I mentioned, we actually cooked the macaroni before, so I will go ahead and dump that in now. And we want to welcome all of our new subscribers. We give you a hearty welcome to our channel. And if you've been with us for a while, we appreciate you very much and thank you for joining us. And if you're passing through, we hope you enjoy it and consider subscribing. Okay, we'll set that aside. I'm going to start with the chopping. Let me stir the bacon. If you've been with us before, you know this chopper is one of our favorite things to use in chopping up vegetables. I admire those that can so handily do it with a knife and get everything even cuts. But I do appreciate and enjoy this chopper. So just lay the vegetables across there and come down with it. We actually got ours at a online and estate auction, and from watching other homestead videos, we recognized it, knew exactly what it was, so we bid on it and we won the bid, and here it is. But we can leave a link for someone very similar to this in the description box. There's the celery. Another option for preparing the carrots is to shred them, and I wish now that's how I would have done it because it's a beautiful sight to see shredded carrots in the macaroni salad. That's it for the carrots, so we'll dump that in. And now the onions, but let me give the bacon another mix. And we'll do repeat with the onions what we did with the celery and the carrots. One thing I love about this, my eyes don't water near like they do when I have to cut them up. Because the onions can get my eyes going. And that's it for the onion. And now the eggs. Dorothy had hard-boiled some eggs for something she was doing to have on hand for salads, and she let me use some of her eggs. And we are completely done with the chopper now. This is what you use when you clean it. It has little teeth on. We can just also use it to get the last of the veggies. And now we will clean this out, get all the goodies out of it. So this is what's happening to it. Look at all the grease it collected. And the bacon is ready to come out. So I will cut the burner off. Because I'd rather not let any bacon behind. Now we'll let this cool down and add this to the macaroni salad. And while we're here, we'll get out what's in the oven and give that a mix. This went into the oven a little bit before we started with the stove top. And as you can see, it still has a little ways to go, but we have the oven hot anyway for something. And I thought, well, this is a good experiment. That we can experiment together. Which I've done it before and it does work. So with our chopper, we'll just give everything a good stir. And we'll put it back in the oven. And from taking care of the bacon, we will come stir the rest of this all together. All right, it's just the bacon to add to this yet, and you might think it's going to be very, very wet. There's the tip to make this a day ahead. You can even make it a couple days ahead, but at least a day ahead before you want to serve it. And that helps the everything to submerge together and combined as one unit, and it won't be as wet. The bacon that was in the oven is now out of the oven. What I'm going to do is dump this in the macaroni salad. Now this bacon can come on the paper towels here, and the paper towels can soak up some of the bacon grease. And you know you can always say bacon grease to use however you want. And now we will let this cool down, and we'll probably put this in the refrigerator then. Okie dokie. Last item going into our macaroni salad. And by making this several days ahead, the macaroni has a way of absorbing the liquid in here, and the flavors of the bacon and onion and everything just has a way of merging together. Now for the pouring into the fix and mix bowl. This is ready to tuck away in the refrigerator. We are back here about 24 hours later. This was tucked away in the refrigerator, and I haven't even picked up the lid to see what it looks like. So I'll pull you in close, and we'll be able to pick up the lid and see how everything has absorbed together. Removing the lid. Y'all get the first peek. And I get the close-up peek. We'll mix it up together. Beautiful. It's exactly what we were looking for. So this is one reason you want to plan ahead of time in making it, so it can all merge together in absorbing the liquid as well as the flavors all merging together. Now we have this pretty little bowl. The inside is beautiful, but food will cover that up, and what tickled me about this bowl is the outside is beautiful as well. We got it on our shopping trip we did. Here you go, folks. The macaroni salad looks delicious. You can identify the bacon, celery, carrots, and macaronis. The recipe for the macaroni salad is in the description box. And now it's time for Juliana/puppy time. Enjoy the miracle of birth and new life. Yes, Juliana. I know you're miserable. Before you know it, it'll be over with and you'll be loving your puppies. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bless your heart, Juliana. Martha loves you. And here's the first puppy born just minutes old. She had a total of 7, 2 females and 5 males. Okay, baby. You wonder where Mama went? You have a little voice on yourself. Yes, you do. Okay, baby. Here. Martha's gonna fix you a clean bed, okay? There's Juliana. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. There's everybody at. Yeah. Oh, my. You wonder where they went? There they are. There's everybody. Among being busy taking care of her newborn puppies, Juliana is watching me clean the whelping box. As much as Juliana does not want to leave her newborn puppies, nature calls and she must make a quick run to the bathroom. And it always amazes me how mama dogs can scoot up to their puppies. Okay, Juliana, it's ready for you in here. And here's Juliana taking a minute just to soak up the moment with her newborn puppies. And now we invite you to stay tuned for the Golden Thought. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Golden Thought of this episode. I'm Martha, and I'm here with my very special twin brother, Marvin. He's better known as Buddy. He's always been a very special part of our family, and we love him very much. The Golden Thought for today. I am smiling not because I'm stronger than my problems, but because I have a God who is stronger. Often we find ourselves feeling weighed down with the challenge that we're facing. But we can smile through it all, not because of our problems or our challenges, but because I have a God, we have a God who is stronger. So we will claim that and run with it. We thank you for joining us on today's episode. Hope you've been blessed, encouraged, and inspired. With that, we'll bring this to a close. We thank you and God bless. Ain't it right, buddy? Yes, sirree.